The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They start the drive here with Gainwell. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. So this game of ours, Charles, you know, the talk of the NFL world all week. Two unbeaten teams. You rarely see such a matchup this deep into a season.
I would agree with that because normally you might get one team undefeated for a while. But two teams like this, and I remember in preseason, you looked at schedules and said, I think these two are on a collision course. It'd be interesting to see if they actually get there, and they did. And to me, the winner of this game has to wear the crown of Super Bowl favorite.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. He'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
You talk about this Chiefs defense.
They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to it. We'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 24.
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Mahomes throw here complete to Kelsey.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Third down and 6.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw.
He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
From the 46, here's 2nd and a yard. Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
You look at this Eagle defense.
And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently second best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Fourth down, so Kansas City sends out Tommy Townsend. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Complete to DeAndre Swift. A gain of 9 brings up second down at the 22-yard line.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Allen, the man in motion left. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
They did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Hurts. It's complete to Brown, right side. Calling a gain of a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
But we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Fielded just inside the 30. A good head-down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this ball game, clearly the game of the year so far. It's not very often that you find 2 unbeaten teams playing each other this late in the season, but that's what we have here, 2 heavyweights in the NFL.
You're right about that, and you think about recent memories, so let's take a little ginkgo right now, go down memory lane, right? 2007, 7-0 Colts, 8-0 Patriots. The Pats won 24-20. They ended up going 16-0 in the regular season before they lost in the Super Bowl against the Giants. How about 2015? 6-0 Broncos, 6-0 Packers. Denver won.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off. And the Eagles are going to get the football here at their own 23. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 8. Hurts sets up to throw it.
Flush to his right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
A 7-yard gain.
They'll try and run here with Swift.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
This will be caught by Brady.
Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Chiefs nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And this game, Charles, much talked about coming in. And you think there's a real chance this is a Super Bowl preview?
I do, because as things stand, and I'll give you a little bit of a caveat here, that maybe things will shake out a little bit if someone loses along the way. But here we are right now. These are your 2 current #1 seeds, and I think they're both good enough to make it to the big game.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Mahomes now to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Hassan Reddick in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help the running game as well.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal.
Second and goal from the 1. Gainwell will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Elliott on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
The score, Eagles 14, Chiefs 0. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Well, when you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or a 2-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front and then maybe climbing to the second level. That offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the second level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
Yeah, making those linemen work with a couple blocks. They look good doing it there.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
2nd and 5. Again, it's Pacheco. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Now a 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. From left side, it's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Yeah, we saw that from up here, CD. A tug on the face mask, and the flag comes out.
And we saw that last week they had some defensive miscues like that, and they told us that they had worked hard on it in practice and thought they had it all cleaned up. But obviously the message hasn't really sunk in.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
He'll try again, and this time he will score. Touchdown, KC.
Sometimes offensive you get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Taken down that time by Felix and Uzama. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Called fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, no doubt about that one, because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounded, even though there's no way that ball was going to be caught.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. He completes it to Evans. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A handoff, Swift running to the left. 64 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
Now 2nd and 3. Allen the man in motion right. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. He's still on his feet, and he's going to get this all the way down to the 2 before he's wrestled out. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Oh, man, disappointment that he couldn't finish that off in the end zone. What an effort there, doing all he can to get to the pylon, and he's going to wind up out of bounds just short. But a huge play there, going to set him up for 1st and goal from very short range.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Steps away to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come over. But that was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough. They'll try to surge ahead with Gainwell. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. On a sneak, it's Hurts. Trying to wedge his way in there, no signal. I don't think he got there, he didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. Just before halftime, 55 yards. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield. They go play fake. Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time, The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
There are not many times where you might say it's a detriment to have a quarterback with a cannon for an arm, but this might be one of those few times. He just laid that one out there a bit too far, and his receiver couldn't run under it.
And he fields it cleanly. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. 72 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum. Or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top. Or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with. Because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on third down.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 44-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. They'll drop to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing the football. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. On 1st down, they go back to Pacheco. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
What an advantage having a elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
This is 2nd and 8. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he'll take this close to a 1st down at the Chiefs' 41. 83 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, you certainly have to give him a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On Swift is hit, and he coughs it up. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they will set up short at their own 41-yard line. So the turnover charge you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, as you're right, both coaches are going for football security. And no more than right here in the second half of the tight football game. Now you got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
Play clock down at 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Yellow. 43.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football from triple option, you've actually called that play.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 1. Now here's Mahomes. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Keely Ringo puts it off. And the Eagles will take over here just shy of the 30. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Open man has got it, the tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big pickup there for the Eagles' 1st down, 18 yards. Final minute now in the 3rd quarter. Swift going to try up the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, second down. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And now offensively, it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. In motion left comes Brown. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Inside gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up. Getting a pick of the run.
I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the... Second and 7. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this is incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And this pass broken up. The contact, well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
Second down, here's Hurts. Got him in, it's Brown. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it's 3rd and 4 now.
We've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he had to get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, They closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
The Eagles on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay. Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game. Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. On first down, Hurts. Throw left side complete. That's Watkins. And he's got some space here. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And he takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards there and a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Hurts sets up to throw it. And Allen's got it. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 15.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Dallas Goedert, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
Here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. James has got it. Complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
From talking with defensive backs and their coaches over the years, they hate to see 4 guys in a route like this because the safeties are often occupied. It creates indecision. They're unsure about who goes with who. And the quarterback, he just reads the most vulnerable safety and takes advantage of it for a big play here.
Flushed out right. This will be caught inside the 10. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Mahomes to throw once more. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Richie James from 3 yards out. And the Chiefs have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
On the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. Chiefs have it. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Mahomes will throw. They'll roll him out right. Complete. Valdez-Scantling.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. We'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Being strong up the middle is imperative. I don't care what your sport, but in football, when you got a D tackle who can contribute not only to occupying bodies, but also making plays on the ball carrier, that's when you have the cornerstone of a...
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it. And the Eagles have just about sewn up this football game. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with...
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot is DeAndre Swift. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team. And
his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. This is 1st and 10. Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
This offense has had its troubles moving the ball all night. So now you get in this situation, hard to imagine that suddenly they're going to start clicking and moving the ball downfield.
Mahomes finding Kelsey, and he'll wind up getting about 8, but the clock will run. Also, don't forget, it's now 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8.
Mahomes. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought that they were just going to run it inside. But you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out of the backfield trying to find some open space. And that's exactly what he does to the tune of a 1st down.
One final try from Mahomes. That's complete downfield to James. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And this win was impressive, Charles. And look, they were honest with us this week. They had this game circled on the calendar for quite a while, coming in and taking down the reigning Super Bowl champions.
And you and I both know from experience that having the title reigning Super Bowl champs is a blessing, but a curse when the next season begins, right? Because everyone circles that game on their schedule. They can't wait to come in and play. And they often do things you don't even expect because they figure, what do we have to lose? We're playing the Super Bowl champs.
So for the Eagles,